Alright, so I just want to do a little video here, a little rant and ramble thing about remote play and my experiences with it. So basically, I wanted to do a little bit of this stuff on my tablet, my new tablet that I got. I thought it would be fun to try out some remote play stuff, and like, I don't super need it. I'm not gonna be traveling with it or anything. Um, it is something I was just gonna use kind of like at home. And the idea being that, well, there's some games that are more like, RPGs or like mobile friendly games. Like, it'd be kind of nice to have it on my tablet and just like hit stuff on here, and use it that way. Especially if I'm like watching TV or something else, I can just kind of play them on the side like I would my other mobile games that are on here. That was the plan, and well, I decided to test out Steam Link and the Xbox Remote Play. So a show for Steam Link here. I think this should still just work. I have my Steam Decks here. It would be handy for this because while this screen has been on for a little while now, so at least my screen issue may have been resolved somehow. Um, I will wait and see. It's been on all day today, but I don't know if it's gonna keep being that way. But for times when that doesn't work, it'd be a nice way to still play those games, somewhat handheld-ish as well. Um, and yes, you can stream off of a Steam Deck. So here I already have this linked up. Basically, all you got to do to get this set up is super easy. You just download the Steam Link app on your device, and then you sign into Steam on that device. Then you go to your host device, and then like make sure that that's on, and then you sync them up or whatever. Be like play and find it on there, and then you can just start playing stuff. It's very easy actually. It works pretty well. There's a little tests on this too, and I have it set to be better visuals on here too. You have like a little settings thing. So if you're like, I don't know, like this on the streaming tab, yeah, you hit the streaming button, and then it says, I can do default, but it's got the 1080p, the enhanced one. So we're just gonna just keep with that. I'm gonna go back. If I can hit this from the side, and go back. It's really hard at an angle. Wouldn't you believe it? So you just please start playing, and then it tries to connect, and you see the Steam Deck's back there. And, oh, is it just trying to start Koromon? No, it's just trying to start here. So it has like a layout thing, so I probably want to do it like sideways. Oh. Well, that's new. It didn't do that last time. Is it working still? Oh, God. Now I don't know if it's working. If I hit buttons on here, will it move? Okay, yes. So now it's okay. So you can control it that way. So it has like on-screen buttons, and you can change like a lot of settings stuff about that. What you want to use for inputs and things. So there's a lot of like little customization things. You want pointers and stuff on here or whatever. So if like for example, it's like, oh, I'll start playing, I have to hit A on there. A. You don't just tap on it, I guess, because I don't have the mouse on for that. And I believe it should load the settings I put in on here. Yep. So you can see that some of those things went away. It loads your settings in the way you had them. So like that's nice. It's pretty easy to use in that sense. Oh God, I forgot this is loud. My volume's down here. Not super loud probably for the video, but yeah. So you do this, and like I have it set so like, oh, here's my mouse. It's just always on here. So like I'll hit this, and it's like, okay, I want to start. And I actually have it set like, see like the D-pads down there. Well, if I shake this, like the things up top, oh, I had it set to do that. Oh God, did these not turn off now? Oh. I did have them set to turn off when you shake it, but that's, I guess, not working. Do I not still have that set? I do. What if I do it now? No, well, I'll start the game and see if it does it. I'll start my real save. It's going perfectly well, exactly how I planned this. So I have like a little D-pad down there. In fact, even if I just like hit a thing up here, like, I don't know, if I do like this, it's supposed to go away, and that's not actually not working now. So the setting there is supposed to be like shaking for that stuff to go away. So if I hit this, and now if I shake it, nope, that actually doesn't work anymore. That quit working on me. You can also go in this orientation, and stuff's like less in the way anyways. But it's supposed to shake and make those disappear. You can also hit like 4 fingers on here, and then it'll make it go away. And you can do disable touch controls as a button here, so you can't see anything. And I think if you do that, maybe then it fixes it. No. So if you want to bring the touch controls back after that, and you can also move with this thing. This thing sucks, by the way. This It's a little laggy too. It's not perfect, but that's probably because I have it as like a higher resolution on there. I could probably turn it down, but like this little thing, it just makes it that wherever. You have like fake buttons here. So if you want those back, you hit this and be like, oh, enable touch controls again, and then they come back. So I don't know why the shaking thing's... Oh yeah, now the shake works. So if you disable it and then re-enable it, and now actually I think the mouse goes away when I'm not using it. Nope. The mouse goes away a little bit and then it comes back. So the mouse is stuck there, the buttons get stuck on the screen. And basically that was my bitch with it, is that like there's no good way, because either do this and it's way small, or you like have to keep shaking this to make your stuff like show up and go away, which is not really something I want to do. It's just really awkward, especially for this game. And I just really want to use it like, you know, like a touchpad thing. That's what I want to do. I want it to be like it's just a touchscreen kind of game. But if I want to do that, I pretty much have to, you know, get the game like as like a mobile game in the first place, I think. So this is not really an ideal way to play this, so I probably won't play this way. And then the menu when you're done. Actually, I think I have to... Can you do it here? Power button? No, it's probably turn my Steam Deck off. I'm going to do 4 buttons here. I'm going to do stop game. And then it goes back to the main menu. You can see it's doing that on there. And then if I want to be done with this, I have 4 button hit. 4 button hit. Maybe I can't now for some reason. 4 button hit. It won't let me do it here now. What the fuck? Nope. Maybe if I hit power button here. Oh, then if I hit the power button there, it will work. Stop streaming. I don't know how much you can even see on that when I was doing that, but there. Now we're good. And now we're out. So that was that streaming thing. Like I said, it's okay. Amazing example he did. It's okay. It works, but it's just like not really ideal. It's not really something, the way I want to use it, it's not going to really pan out. So that was unfortunate, but it's not terrible. The other thing I have here is I have Xbox Remote Play, and with that, the thing is, you used to be able to do it in the app. You can't do it in the Xbox app anymore. And so if you look online, some places will still be saying, you can do it in the app. You can't. They took that away. So now, if you want to do the Remote Play, which is playing off the console, it's not the same as Cloud Play. You have to go in and sign in or whatever, so I just had to go to the page. I made the page a shortcut on my desktop. And you go to their xbox.com/ I'm just in now. I didn't even sign in that time. I just like put my thing on there. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's kind of not. I don't want people to be able to do that, but okay. So you just go in there. When I originally did that, I went to sign in on xbox.com/remote play. And it asked me to sign in, and I did. And then like it took me to a different page entirely. Like a homepage thing, and I was like, hey, you can do it for cloud gaming and all this other shit, and it was basically their generic homepage landing page for Xbox stuff. I had to actually like close the thing and then go back to the URL again, basically, for it to give me the actual page I needed. But then once I was there, you get this, I had this synced up or whatever, so I already had that. And also, you have to make sure that your Xbox is set so that it doesn't like totally power off, that it only goes to sleep when you power it off, and that remote services are, you know, active on there. So I'll do that one. And it's on right now anyway. You kind of see behind me it probably, but there, and it's doing its thing. And ta-da! It's Xboxing at the moment. It has a similar kind of layout thing here with all the buttons and stuff. I could do that to make it bigger. And move everything kind of in the way as well. And then... So, I tried to get some games to work on here. Side rant. Apparently, if your, subscription runs out now, since they got rid of games with gold as a thing, there's no more Xbox Live Gold. Any games that you got through games with gold that can go away with that, if you don't have the subscription, will still be in your library, but you can't play them. So I went to go play Knights of Pen and Paper, and it's just like, do you own this thing? I'm like, yeah, I do. I went to the store page, and it's just like launch or manage, but I can't actually play it. I can't buy it either. So basically, if you go to the page, it doesn't say that you own this under the game, then it's a Games with Gold game you no longer have access to. So that's a fun thing I had to troubleshoot for a while as well. So I just had Castlevania collection here. I can't actually just touch that. I have to go to it. There's a D-pad, and here's A. And I would like to... Can I tap play? No, probably not. No, A. And an interesting thing I had here too, so that was working on the menu, you see, so the touch controls are working there. And they'll probably work here as well, I think. But, where's my volume key again? Did I turn it the other way? No, it's over here. Yeah. So if I'm like, okay, cool. A. That works. Yeah, I'm playing this myself. Hello. And I go into Castlevania, start game, and it doesn't. Then I'm screwed. Then I can't do anything anymore. Nothing does anything. Uh, so I think that's just an issue with this game in particular. People even online have said not only have they had that issue with this collection doing this on Xbox, but also having it happen on on PC as well. So I mean, I don't have any games anymore that I really wanted to play on this. Like, I really wanted to play Knights of Pen and Paper this way, and now that's not even an option. And it's, again, you have these stupid controls here that are just kind of annoying. And this game, not too bad, not as much in the way, because it has, you know, the letterbox thing around it. But, like, and I know this would be fine if I just, you know, I've just plugged in a controller, it would be fine. I get it, you know. Actually, I can go up here in the top here. If I want to do this, I can hit this, and then I can disconnect. Yes. And then we're not streaming it anymore, so whatever. So that's my streaming experience with that pile of crap. And look, it's on me, right? Because I could, like I said, I could plug in a controller and it would be just fine, and I could play it like normal and just have it be like a screen. But at that point, I might as well just be playing games on my TV and then using this to play like YouTube videos or something, because I'm not gonna go anywhere with them. So like, why would I bother with that and have a slight input delay on things? That would be kind of awkward and go through the extra hassle. Why not just play YouTube on that and then play my games on my TV instead? For the times when I'm even going to do that, it's just not going to be as like, it's not what I wanted out of this. So it's not me saying that this is bad either, by the way. I'm sure that like, if you have the right devices and accessories and services, you have access to all this stuff, it's probably pretty good. In fact, even I'm sure like the cloud stuff is probably even better, since you have to pay for like the Xbox cloud streaming stuff. I bet that works even better. But, you know, for my purposes and what I'm trying to do, it sucks. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't fit me. But it's good that it's around, and I'm sure they're going to try to make this better as more and more things try to go for that, you know, the cloud experience especially, but just like being able to play away from your stuff. That's going to be handy, because, you know, more and more people are going to want to do that. There's people in situations where, you know, they would love to have access to their games, but they don't when they're out and about. They're not like me, where they, you know, maybe they have some stuff on, you know, they don't have games on their phone, they don't have like handheld game systems, they don't have stuff they can just kind of take with them. And they're out a lot and they just want to stream some stuff on there. You know, there's people who have lifestyles and situations where that's going to be really helpful, and I'm glad it exists for them. I'm sure they can get a lot of use out of it. It's just not for me. I will greatly prefer to play natively on these systems, because I have so many systems as well. That was just my 2 cents on this. I was just annoyed at things, annoyed at all the hurdles and hoops I had to go through to get this to work. I spent most of my day doing this, and now there's you know, hopefully the screen on this stays on, so I can just use my Steam Deck like normal and not even have to worry about it for those games as well. And then it's kind of a moot point, because I can just play my mobile games on my tablet, and I can play my the Xbox games that I want to play on Xbox just on there, and not get anything that would be good for this. So the only other thing I will say, or ask rather, is what are your experiences with this and your situations and stuff? I'd like to hear from you guys if you want to share with me. I think it's interesting. I already kind of talked about this a bit on Fuse, and I was like, you know, asking people there a little bit. But I'd like to know if you had like, what are your experiences with remote play, with cloud gaming, getting this stuff set up? Like, what did you stream stuff from and to, and like, what were you doing with that? How did it go? What is it like? I'm just really curious to know how other people have, you know, what their experiences are and how they've handled these things. But it was at least interesting to try. I wanted to give it a shot. And it was worth checking out. I don't like regret trying to do it. It was kind of neat. But it's just not something that I'm going to personally use. And, you know, that's okay. That's good to know that it's just not something for me. But maybe it was something for you. I think that's it. So, you know, well, I was going to say don't touch that dial, but that doesn't make sense. I was going to do a remote thing, but the dial is on the TV. That's not the remote for remote play. So at least I still don't know how to end episodes, so that's always good. Not even episodes. This is a random video. Episode. It's not an episode anything. Um, it's a good thing. I'm definitely gonna edit all of this out, especially me awkwardly hitting the button on the camera and make it loud.